me, Jasmine, and in this video I'm going to be talking about something a little bit more serious and a little something that's more near and dear to my heart, and that is my anxiety. I do struggle with anxiety, and I've been struggling with it for about a little over a year and a half now. And I do have my bad days, but I also have my really good days. And how I try to make sure that I have more good days than bad is to find ways that I can cope with and relieve my anxiety. So I'm going to be sharing with you 5 ways that I help do that. And the first way is reading a book. So I love to read, if you didn't know, and reading is one of my favorite pastimes. One of the books that I'm reading right now is A Man Called Ove, and it's by a Swedish author named Frederick Backman, I think. And it's about an older man in his really late 50s, and it's just about the life that he's living at the moment, after him losing so much in his past and how he's trying to, I guess, just keep going. And I feel really in touch with that, because sometimes you just want to give up, but you got to keep going. And even though anxiety can hold you back, it shouldn't. And the second way that I cope with my anxiety is to also just take a deep breath. So when I feel really overwhelmed, or I feel like I'm going to get a panic attack, I really just have to realize that, okay, I'm going to freak out and I need to not freak out. So a good way to do that is just to breathe in and breathe out. And there was this one time where I did almost have a panic attack, and I was on the phone with my boyfriend. And it was because one of my friends, she was in trouble and she wasn't answering the phone, and I didn't know what to do. And I was like, what is going on? I wish she would just answer the phone so I can know that she's okay. And I tried going down to her room and everything, but she just wouldn't answer. So, I just had to take a deep breath. I just had to be calm and just think about something that didn't have to do with that. So I feel like focusing on breathing is a great way to distract you from something that you're really afraid of, or something that can cause a lot of anxiety. The third way that I cope with my anxiety is just to listen to music. So I do love listening to music, all kinds of music, except for country. I'm not a big country person, but some people are, but that's just not me. Some of my favorite artists include, let's see, I don't know, I just have I have a wide musical taste. I love rock, and I love pop, and I love hip hop. I love R&B too. So whenever I'm just feeling a little bit anxious, or, feeling anxious in public places, I'll just put my headphones in, turn the music up, and try to focus on the lyrics and not what's going on around me. Even though it can be a little bit hard, because when you have anxiety, it's like a little person tapping on your shoulder and saying, this is anxiety and things are happening. But sometimes you just have to ignore it and focus on something that makes you feel good, so that you don't feel bad. A fourth way that I cope with my anxiety is to talk to one of my friends, or to talk to any of my friends. I feel that the friendships that I have with the people that I'm close to, they really help me to realize that, I'm not doing this alone. And I really appreciate them for that. I'm actually on FaceTime with one of my best friends right now, and she's studying, but she's here, and she's really supportive of me, and she and a lot of my other friends, to help me to cope with my anxiety, and I can always count on them and call them whenever I need any help. The fifth and final way that I cope with my anxiety is to just let it out. Sometimes therapy can be the best answer for anything. I remember when I first went to therapy, I was a senior in high school, and my father passed away. And, there's this really bad stigma on therapy sometimes, that, therapy is only for crazy people, and it's only for people who, have had extreme mental breakdowns. But that's not true, because sometimes going to someone who doesn't know you, who's never met you before, who hasn't grown up with you, it's a great way to get an unbiased opinion. And it's a great way to just let out what you need to let out, to someone who won't judge you, and to someone whose literal job is to listen to you vent and complain and whine and cry and get angry and hit things and hit pillows. That's their job. That's what they're there for. And they also give great feedback too. I have seen a few, and I only really like 2 out of the 3. The second one that I went to, she was fine, but I felt like I was doing most of the talking, and I felt that there were a lot of awkward silent moments. But that's the whole process of it. You do have to figure out who you like and who you don't like. You shouldn't be stuck with a therapist that you don't like, because that's not going to help you. then you're only going to feel even more stressed and more anxious and say, well, now I can't even talk to this person, or, well, now I feel like I have to talk to this person because I'm paying money for it. I mean, don't feel like you have to be in a situation that you're uncomfortable in. If you are uncomfortable, it's your life, it's your anxiety, it's not theirs. You have to make things as smooth and as comfortable as you would like them in order to get past it. This is going to be 6 tips instead of 5, so I'm sorry that I said 5 in the first place. But the 6th tip is medication. For those of you who do struggle with mental illnesses out there, and you know that medication can be a pain in the butt, but I mean, it does help eventually. It does take time for you to adjust, and it may take time for you to get used to the side effects. Like the medication that I take, it makes me really drowsy. Like the first time I took it, I just was just tired all the time because, you know, I had to take it every day, and I actually had to take it a couple times a day because of situations. But I mean, when you get past that and when you start to realize that, you know what, I do feel better. But medication is not the only solution, and it's not the end all be all. You can eventually get off of it. You can also find ways to pair medication in something that you love so that you have fewer bad days and so that you have less anxiety. And I just hope that whoever is struggling with anxiety out there doesn't feel like they're alone, because there are people everywhere of every age that struggle with it, including me. So if you ever need anyone to talk to, and if you ever have any questions about it, or if you have any questions as to, you know, what else I do to try to cope with it and manage it, you can always feel free to ask me, leave a comment, message me, DM me on Instagram. I don't know. It's whatever you want to do. So thanks for taking the time to listen, and I'll see you next time.